When Jared had lived 162 years, he became the father of Enoch. And after he became the father of Enoch, Jared lived 800 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Jared lived 962 years, and then he died. When Enoch had lived 65 years, he became the father of Methuselah. And after he became the father of Methuselah, Enoch walked with God 300 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Enoch lived 365.
While we read the word love here, the Greeks had 4 different versions of this word. This is storge. It's a parental love, which is very different from your eros or phileo or agape. I have a lot of biblical knowledge. I feel it's not only a gift, but my responsibility to share that with others. In addition to several words for love, the Greeks also had many different words for rowboat, depending on what you were actually using it for. Then in the Tigris...
Steve, I think this was your week to bring the scripture to share for tonight's discussion topic.
Well, Julie and I have given this a lot of thought, and we came up with Revelation 17:1-5. Then one of the 7 angels who had the 7 bowls came and spoke with me, saying, "Come here, I will show you the judgment of the great harlot, who sits on many waters, and with whom the kings of the earth committed acts of immorality."
Immorality? That's bad.
Drunk with the wine of her immorality. And he carried me away in the spirit into a wilderness, and I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast, full of blasphemous names, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and on her forehead a name was written, a mystery.
Mystery. It's a total mystery.
Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and the abominations of the earth.
Well, let's open this up for discussion, shall we? Lisa. Come on, you can tell us.
Okay, actually I'm dying to tell you guys about the harlot. She had 7 heads. That's that's a lot of hairspray. Okay, and 10 horns.
Actually, Lisa, it was the beast that had the 7 heads and the 10 horns.
Right. You know, that's what I was trying to say. That's
level, really, with their answers. The third secret, I'd say I like to put it as start an argument. All right, as a small group leader, you get the opportunity to start an argument. I often tell my groups that, if we all are going to agree on everything every time, then what's the point of getting together and discussing? Because it's just going to get kind of boring after a while. But sometimes as the leader, I kind of have to play the devil's advocate. I kind of have to, throw out some comments there, kind of stir the pot and really kind of start an argument, really. And here's some examples of what I mean by that. Sometimes I like to ask, so do you really agree with what the author is saying? I like to remind people that we don't have to agree with everything that we read from every author. So I'll ask them that. Or, why do you think God designed it to work that way? Why didn't God do it this way instead? Or what would you say to someone who would disagree with you and push back against you on that? Or why do we really have to do it like that? Why can't we just do it this other way instead? So just kind of throwing out questions like that that'll kind of stir the pot a little bit. The fourth secret for this kind of question asking is making sure that we ask questions that ensure that really the rubber's going to hit the road. I always tell my group that at the end of the night, if we don't bring the discussion back to what does this have to do with me and my life, then really we're all just going to leave group a little bit smarter, which is fine, but without changed lives. And I think that's what's worth our time coming to small group. We want to see real life change. So at the end of the night, wherever the discussion went, I think the key is you got to bring it back to what does this have to do with me? What am I going to do about it? So that's what I'll ask them. I'll say, what in the world does this have to do with us in this year, in this state that we're living in right now? Or how does this change your perspective on that topic? Or maybe, all right, so what are you going to start doing differently this week from now on because of what we talked about? So it's really that bringing it home.